Everybody doing? How's my brothers and sisters, the kings and the queens, and the gods and the goddesses? Welcome to University Conscious Awareness. What we're doing today, we're going to work on explaining to you. I got some stuff written down about the hidden hands of the principalities. Well, in Ecclesiastic, it's chapter 6, verse 12, speaks on the principalities. Romans 8, that's chapter 8, verse 39, well, 38 and 39, excuse me. And I wrote some stuff down about the contents, but, about the content, excuse me, what the principalities is about. Um, Biblical contents put what principalities mean as they want it to mean fear, spirits, evil spirits. These powers that be are flesh and blood. You can look up principality, and it means a person that rules a state or a country. The European came into existence, with the schizophrenic and the psychotic behavior, violence, sociopath behavior, personality disorders. Um, all these histories that we see that's going on here in America, how they study other cultures and stuff like that. Today, we're going to study them. It's time that people start going on the internet instead of looking up who Nicki Minaj had sex with, what Jay-Z and Beyonce doing, and did it. Uh, then you start looking up what this clan is about, and the clan has us hating one another, at war with one another, killing one another. The principalities are at war with us all. That means this clan, this European, even those who worship them, they've been at war with them. So we have to start now understanding what principality really mean, the hidden hand behind these different prophets and antichrists and false prophets. And a person told me one time that the Pope, he was the Antichrist. I told him, no, he's not the Antichrist. He's a false prophet because he's pretending to be Christ. Get to him, then you can get to the Father if you kiss the Pope's ring and worship him. And that's pretending to be Jesus. Your false prophets is like Alstein, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all these people that you see on TV. Those are your false prophets. They're not teaching the so-called word of God. Now, if I was going to listen to somebody, if I wanted to get my praise on Christianity, it would be Gino, Pastor Gino. Now, he goes strictly by the Bible. I like that brother, even though I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim, but I like Farrakhan. So, I've been through this religious saga and been baptized when I was young and all of that. But now I start studying this clan, this European, this uh, we call them clear people. I started studying them because I wanted to know why they behave the way they behave. What's wrong with them? Why you always want to fight? It's always war. A psychopath is a person that constantly keeps something going with an individual, a group of people, or a nation of people. This We've had a war since they stepped foot in America. All over the world, they've been warring with everybody, and it haven't stopped. Constantly, something is wrong with that picture. Excuse me. Something's wrong with this clan, with this European, the white man. And then you got our people worshiping some of these different gods, like the Baphomet and the Illuminati. Uh, those are your principalities right there. And so they doing this stuff for stardom, for attention. Uh, they even got some of our brothers and sisters on some stupid shit like adrenochrome that they've taken from babies. And all this is in my book. Um, I'm just kind of breaking down a few little, skipping over some chapters that I kind of want my brothers and sisters to see. Um, and um, and a lot of people don't understand all the stuff that these white people done did. Man, they got to pay for this shit, bro. I mean, they got a lot of karma. They got to pay for what they've been doing, and a lot of people don't understand that you know the universal law, it don't excuse nobody whether you do good or bad. And these people here, they they've done some very wicked stuff. I mean, they've killed nations of people, man. Millions of Japanese when they dropped the bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, man. And I'm talking about just constantly just wiping people out. Look at Israel right now, and look at the Palestinians. They all over there fighting. And I told you before, over land that don't neither one of them belong on. And then they want to start telling us that we're equal, that all of us are equal. We shed blood, and no, we're not equal. We're not equal. Um, we're not inferior to them. They're inferior to us. For the gods and the goddess to know, their pioneer gland is the only operational, 100%. Our pioneer gland is operational. Excuse me, that's what I was trying to say. I'm reading at the same time. But the Europeans' pioneer gland is only 20 to 30% capable of operating, and they're not spiritual people because it's in the pioneer gland that receives the information through and from the universe, and it operates off of our DNA. Gives us that information, the conscious awareness, and as being a living being or being alive. That's the conscious how we get our information from the universe is through our pineal gland. That's one. It's the main source. So I'm gonna do a little bit of reading on some of the stuff that I wrote down about the hidden hands of the principalities, and we're gonna be on this subject. I'm gonna do a couple of podcasts on this particular subject right here, so people could start understanding and all this spooky stuff that they got written in the Bible, about the flesh and blood, that we're not dealing with flesh and blood, that we're dealing with spirits in high places and all of this crap. That's just what they want you to believe. That's what they wrote in the Bible. But I already told you, principality mean a prince that runs a country or state. That's what it means. The Bible took it and put it what they put their own meaning to it. Okay, we're all in the all of all. The Europeans are a living animal, 2D being. They can ascend, most of them. So I'm kind of going to go over this, but I'm going to try to spend a little bit of time so that we'll start to understand that we're at war with the white man. Just keep it real. We're at war with him. We've been at war with him. So this white man, in order for him to conquer us, he had to study us. He had to find out what we liked, what we don't like, and what they've been doing for years is like what we see them doing now. It's capitalizing on everything that we're culturally involved in, what we love to do, what we love to sing, we love to dance, we love to cook out, we love to party. We're just a tribe of loving people, and they took advantage of this. They run sports, they run everything that black people like doing. They have taken over because we've been studied for years, hundreds of years, by this beast in human form, acting like it's a human, but he's not. You can look human, but that don't make you human. You see animals in the jungle, they kill for survival. This warlord, he killed just for fun. He's like a pack of wolves. Like I said, the Europeans only been here for 1,000 years. You need to look at that video by that brother if you haven't already looked at it. We must have to start observing and registering as a significant part of our consciousness who this enemy is. We have to observe him. We have to be conscious aware on what this enemy is about, his moves, how he treat us, how he treated us in the past. We still speaking on the hidden hands of the principalities. Just running through some things. And this is for all races. This is not just for black people, because he have attacked everybody on this earth, every race, every nationality, every ethnic group. This European have attacked and took over their sports, what they like, and now he running them. He's behind the scene. But who's behind the beast, giving him strength and manipulating power? Who's behind him? The principalities. Who is this real principality? Who's the hidden hand of the principalities? It's the conquistadors. I like what Rod Hayes said, that they look like us, but they ain't us. Every time we have a function going on, it's always a negative force inside of a party, inside of a club, where black people gather, where black people go and try to have fun. It's always one of them black people that look like us that start this shit. And it's just not always them. Some of our people are just take on or have taken on the beast mentality and have started now to act like the Europeans toward one another. So again, I tell you, it's the conquistadors, the ones that built Rome, and it started on Mount Sinai with this God they call Jehovah. And he brought down some other angels with him. Don't forget that. He wasn't alone. When they landed up there, whether you believe in ships or not, that's what the fire was about. And the rumbling, because something landed. Our people got to get this in their head. Like that, this is not a fairy tale. This shit is real. Uh, and by the way, not just from the Ice Age, when the brothers breaking down on the Europeans only been in existence for 4,000 years. You have to understand that this beast, his development came from this particular, these beings that landed on Mount Sinai. Thank you. I'm going to, I got some people that just walked in. I'm going to have to cut this short because this is a very important meeting, but I'll get back with you guys. We'll finish some of this up, but I was almost done anyway. Like I was just telling you to look up the fallen angel, look up the principalities, and you see the principalities only mean one that runs a state. The Bible took it and ran with it and had spirits and flesh and blood that went, and that's not what we're dealing with, but we're dealing with spirits, and that's bullshit. We're not. We're dealing with white folks. That is the principalities and the conquistadors. Y'all have a blessed day. My podcast. Yeah. What y'all doing?